This is a 4x4 air seals video on how to fit our delivery valve repair kit into an Hitachi OEM Land Rover compressor or Dunlop aftermarket copy. The Dunlop cylinder head looks actually very similar, the actual fins look slightly different, but basically the design is the same and the nut is located in the same place. So the delivery valve retaining nut is on top, and it's a 16mm nut approximately, and it's between the 4 cylinder head bolts. Now all you need to do is you get a 16mm spanner and you basically unscrew the delivery valve retaining nut. Once you've removed the delivery valve retaining nut, you will then see a spring and a little one-way valve which need to be removed. Basically the spring locates on the delivery valve like so. Now the delivery valve is responsible for the outgoing pressure to be at the required level. Now if there's any nicks or bad scratches or damage on this face of this delivery valve, it will dramatically reduce the outgoing pressure of the unit. So yeah, basically you replace this entire assembly with our repair kit. Now before you do that, we recommend polishing the sealing face of the delivery valve with a Dremel polishing pad like so. Trying not to use any coarse polishing pads. You don't want to use like a rough emery paper. You want it to be polished like a mirror, but don't take any metal off. It's just a polishing process, removing any residual delivery valve or carbon. So once you have done that, you then need to remove the O-ring from the retaining nut like so. Then you get your 4x4 air seals kit. There's an O-ring in the kit which you've got to clean the groove out. Obviously you don't want any corrosion in the groove. Clean that out with wire wool or a wire brush, and then you get some light grease or silicone grease and you just put a smear around the O-ring to aid fitting. And then basically it comes to actually fitting the delivery valve itself, which is basically, this is the delivery valve. You place the spring over the delivery valve and then you locate that in the centre of the housing. Now the actual retaining nut centres the actual delivery valve. It actually goes inside, so that actually locates the delivery valve in the centre, and you basically tighten that up like so. Now there's a lot of Dunlop aftermarkets in the marketplace and they all look brand new with little corrosion, and the L322 Range Rover 2006 to 2011/12, the compressor is located in the boot with the Hitachi unit and there's little corrosion. Sometimes you may get with Range Rover Sports or Discovery 3.4s, they might be very oxidised like so. Now if you try to undo this nut with the cylinder head in situ and you put a lot of pressure on the actual nut, you may twist and snap these cylinder head bolts. So we recommend removing the cylinder head completely and try to undo this with the 16. Sometimes they come out easy, sometimes they turn quarter of a turn and then seize up, and other times you can't budge them at all. So it just depends on what type of corrosion your vehicle's been subject to. But if you cannot unscrew it at all with a 16mm spanner, you're going to have to put a lot of heat into this. We recommend removing the plastic components, the exhaust valve which is located in here, anything that can melt, just remove, and then you need to apply heat around here and then obviously try to remove that with that instance. If that fails, the last resort is to drill the retaining nut out. Now the internal diameter of the threads is 14.5, so the idea is to drill down to a depth maximum of 16mm from the mating face of the cylinder head to towards the actual sealing pad. So the actual depth from the top of the cylinder head mating face of the retaining nut to the actual sealing pad of the delivery valve is 17.5mm. So you've got to be careful when drilling this out. You've got to drill it on centre and it's got to be square. So the closer you get that, you know, as accurate as you can drill that hole will hopefully avoid you damaging the internal thread, so that you can replace the retaining nut with our 4x4 air seals quality item. It's manufactured with specific sizing, so everything reassembles correctly, and there's an o-ring that is included to go into the undercut. So yeah, basically start off with, say, a 13.5 drill down the centre to no more than 16mm deep from the mating face, not from the top, from the mating face. And then once you drill it 13.5 or 14, then this hexagon may come off and you'll be left with a shim inside the threads, which you can then use a scriber and collapse the shim into the bore and remove the old retaining nut. Hopefully then you'll be left with the threads intact. So yeah, that is a sort of last resort, but obviously you can try the other processes to remove the delivery valve. I hope you found this video useful. If you've liked this video, please subscribe, like, and check out our www.4x4 Air Seals website and our eBay shop, 4x4 Air Seals. We supply, manufacture all our seals for the Hitachi, OEM, Compressor and Dunlop. We're the original designers of this kit from 2012-2013 approximately, so we're very experienced. Our after sales is obviously we're very proud of our after sales service, and I hope you like this video. Please catch us up in the next one. Thank you.